What's up guys, this is Dennis with Luke Zan Jewelry. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In this video, I want to go over the 4mm Franco chain. The Franco chain is one of those designs that belongs in everyone's chain collection, and the 4mm is one of the best sizes if you want something you can wear every single day. The thing most guys do not expect with the Franco is how much weight and presence the design carries, and even at a size like this, and I'm going to show you exactly why. So let's get started with the design. Because the Franco does something a lot of chains do not have. The Franco has a compact link pattern. The links sit close together, but it is not completely closed up. If you look at the side of the chain, you can still see some gaps between the links, so it is tighter than a Figaro or a curb chain. The bigger thing is the shape. The Franco has a squared, boxy build with real depth to it. A flat chain like a curb chain lays flat against the chest, so it can look thinner than it really is. The Franco does the opposite. Because of that boxy build, it stands up off the chest a little instead of laying flat. It almost has a three-dimensional look on the body, and that makes the width pop more. So a 4mm Franco can look stronger and bigger than a flat chain at the same millimeter size. That is one of the main reasons I like this design. From a few feet away, it reads clean and simple. Up close, you can see the detail on how the links are built and fit together. And that mixture together is why the Franco has stayed popular for so long, and why I think every guy should have one in their jewelry chain collection. Now, that same squared build is also why the Franco carries more weight than people expect. There is more 925 sterling silver in the chain that you can get from a thinner or flatter design. So when you pick it up, it feels denser in your hand. It has that solid feel that tells you are holding something real. At 4mm, you get that weight in a size you can actually wear all the time. It is wide enough to clearly see the design and feel the substance, but it is easy to wear. It does not feel flimsy or hollow. It sits on the neck with a little bit of weight to it, and that is exactly what most guys want in an everyday chain. Something real without it being too much. Keep in mind that millimeter size does not look the same across every design. Because the Franco stands up and has that boxy build, a 4mm Franco reads stronger than a 4mm flat curb chain. The number is the same, but the look is not. On the body, the 4mm Franco gives you a clean line around the neck. It is not so thin that it disappears, and it is not so wide that it is the only thing people see. Because it sits up a little instead of laying flat, the 4mm shows more than a flat chain at the same size would. And so the 4mm gives you that balance. It looks intentional without trying too hard, and there is something about a chain with real weight to it that feels different when you put it on. And even at 4mm, the Franco gives you a little of that without going too heavy. Now, something else worth knowing is how the design holds up. The Franco is a sturdy chain. Because the links are built close together in that squared shape, it is not a delicate design that kinks or bends easy. It moves well, it lays right, and it is not the kind of chain that snags on everything. For a chain you plan to wear every day, that matters. You want something you can put on and not baby it. The 4mm Franco is 925 sterling silver. It is built to handle normal everyday wear, and that is the part of why it works so well as a daily chain instead of something you can only wear once in a while. Now, I do recommend the 4mm Franco chain for the guy who wants a daily chain. He does not have to think about it. You can wear it casually or a little bit more dressed up if you need to, and it does not feel out of place. Either way, it is also a great pick if you love the Franco look, but you do not want to go too large yet. Now, compared to other styles, the Franco chain sits in its own lane. The rope chain gives you a more shine from the twisted diamond cut pattern. A Cuban chain lays flat against the chest. The Franco is cleaner and more structured than a rope, and it has more depth than a Cuban, so it stands out instead of laying flat. Even at the same width, if you want a chain that looks strong and clean without being busy, the Franco belongs on your list. This 4mm Franco is 925 sterling silver. That means the metal is 92.5% pure silver, which is the standard for real 925 sterling silver jewelry. We source our chains from Italy because Italian craftsmanship is the standard we want behind everything we sell. And so guys, that's it for this video. If you want an everyday clean Franco chain with weight and presence, the 4mm is one of the best picks you can have. It's not too small and it's not too large. I hope this video gave you guys an understanding and a better visual on how this chain actually looks like. Like always, if you can, put the fire emoji, the wave emoji in the comments below. Just let me know that you watched this video all the way to the end. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.